Hi everyone, and welcome back to Flight Sim 24. Today, I am in Gold Coast, Australia, and I'm going to be doing a free flight. This is a Bing wallpaper flight, and if you don't know what that means, a lot of times when I see these really pretty locations on my PC, when I load it up, daily it changes the Bing wallpaper. I see these images and I'm like, I need to go check that out in Flight Sim. So this flight will be the result of that. Today when I loaded up my PC, I saw Fingal Head, Australia, and it looked really, really pretty. The water and that image was just incredible. So I'm going to go check that out. We have this RV-10, and we're going to take it up and we're going to go ahead and fly along the east coast here, which is right south of Gold Coast. And let me show you on the EFB where we at. Okay, you can see that's Australia, Gold Coast right here, airfield, and then this is Fingal Head right up in here. Okay, it's right up in there somewhere, right up in there. So we're just going to take off and we're going to do a quick flight just right out here. Just follow along that coast and head, south here. Come back around and we'll land. So let's do that right now. We'll get the plane started. Let me get the door closed. But I think this will be a pretty interesting flight, because if anything, it'll be scenic. I would expect it to be. Okay, so I don't know why there's two battery here and battery there. Okay, well, it's been a little while since I've flown this aircraft, but I remember I always did like it. I just haven't flown it in a while. All right, let's check our fuel selector. We'll put that on left, and we'll get our mixtures up here. Rich, props, okay. And let's see what else. Throttle, we'll keep that. We'll just open it up just a tad bit. Okay. All right. And I think that's just about it. I think we are ready to start shortly. Let's see. Up here, this is our lights. Okay, so we'll get our strobe, and I'll put the nav lights on. That should be good for now. All right. And continue, get all of my Garmin's up and stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and crank it up. Let's go do this here too. All right, and we are ready to start. Left, right, clear. All right. I don't know why the flaps started down, but we'll fix that. Retract those. All right, let's see. So I'm going to be taxiing out just to my left here. Let's get our parking brakes off. Yeah, those photos I see are just so pretty. The locations are just really incredible. I don't know if they get their photos from just people that send them in, or they have their own professional photographers that go out and capture photos. But whoever does it is really good at doing it. Some volume up. We want it to sound like we are in a real aircraft, but I want you still to be able to hear me a little bit. Okay. And this is live weather, live time, live traffic, live everything. And it's about 9:15 out here in Australia right now. Okay, so I think the runway is straight ahead. This here, I think, is still, yeah, that's still a taxiway. And I can, I can go on this runway right here and take off in either direction, because that is plenty of runway for this aircraft. I think we're going to take off from 1-4. Okay. Let's just take a look real quick and okay, to my left. Okay, yeah. We're going to take off. Oh no, I'll tell you what. Let's take off 3-5. We'll take off and come right around, swing around. Well, this might be a little more scenic. We'll do 1-4. Okay, let's do that. And this is going to be just a sightseeing flight. I'm not going to use any ATC right now or anything. We're just going to roll with it. And that was apparently the right choice, because you can see the winds. Oh no, maybe not. There's not much wind. Either way would have been just fine. And this is a great flying plane. Great flying plane. Alright, so we're gonna do that turn out this way to the east. And I'll try to kind of do some exterior views as much as I can while still flying the plane properly. Look at how pretty this beach is out here. It's really nice. Okay, so let's go out this way. Now, what I saw on that Bing wallpaper was like some rocks and cliffs and things, so I'm not sure where exactly in Fingal Head it was at, but we're going to try to see if we can find any of it. There was like a heliport down here. I was going to take off from I don't see it, but that is a takeoff spot. So obviously, as you can see, this is a pretty stunning location. All right, and I expected that. So I'm going to just fly south here along this shoreline, because I'm kind of looking for some rocks or something. Oh, might have just been around here. That's probably what it was. But we are a little high, so let's kind of get lower. We don't want to get too much higher than that, because I want to be able to see pretty good, but at the same time keep enough altitude so we can get a good overview look of the area. Is that a hotel or something over there? It seems kind of strange. It's kind of like just hanging there by itself, huh? Is that what that is? I don't know. I can't tell. It might be some kind of resort or something. And there's a small island here. So all of this is Fingal Fingal Head, Australia. Okay. Yep, it's all of it. Yep. All along this area. So basically, right after we took off, I'm going to do a low pass around that area. I'm going to turn around. We'll do a low pass, but you can see below here too. Right here, you can see that there's some rock formations there. Let me go ahead and do a turn up this way. So this altitude worked just fine. This plane is so maneuverable. And I'm going to do a low pass right over that beach ahead. So we're below 1,000 feet right now. Now, is that some nice beaches of what? Check that out. What I should have did was take one of those seaplanes and land it out here. That is some nice scenery there, folks. You see they have like some cliffs right here, and some rocks, and that's a lot of what I was seeing. Yep, all of this right here. Yep, all of this. That looks like it. But I'm a little higher now again, so. I'm going to do a little flyby here of these hotels, condos. And there's quite a few of them. And I figured there would be some piers, you know, around here, marinas and things like that. Because of course, you know, boating is going to be pretty popular down here. Oh yeah, so here is that building, and it's right here. It's a kind of big hotel right there. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll start coming in. Try to get some flaps down because a little high. Now we add full flaps. I'm always tempted to do rolls when I'm in this plane because it's good at that too, but we just kind of doing some sightseeing today. Coming in nice and slow, perfect. But there isn't too much wind out here, it don't look like. A little hard and too far left for sure, but it'll have to work. Alright, so we'll go ahead and park the aircraft, taxi on over to the parking area. You know, it's not a full flight until I take off from cold and dark and I'll land and park and shut down. In my opinion, I want to do, you know, I like to do a full flight from start to finish. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room out here. This is looks like a G8 parking area, even if it's not where I took off at. I didn't really pay too much attention to the exact spot I took off at, you know, and I just kind of jumped in and left. If you saw there how I did that. Okay, so let's go this way. I'll just kind of pull right in this area right here on the left. It may or may not be parking, but we're gonna stop right here. I think this is fine. Alright, so let's get the plane shut down. That was a quick shutdown, wasn't it? Alright. Alright. So, there you are. I hope you all enjoy the flight. I know I certainly did. Short flight, but that beach was nice over there. And that's exactly what I expected it to be. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.